Hey, what's up, guys? Coming down back from the video. And today I want to do my NFL Week 12 picks. So we have Thursday, November 24th, Thanksgiving. First on the Thanksgiving games, we got a 10:30 game, Mountain Time, Prime Time, NBC. We got the Buffalo Bills at the Detroit Lions. I am going to go with the Bills here to win. I think the Bills actually have a more of a solid game there. They look really solid there. They can get stuff going there. They mostly can get stuff going there and stuff like that. I think the Bills actually have a little bit more advantage here. I think this is their second game in Detroit there, so I think they're possibly going to win it here. You have Josh Allen who can actually go down the field and score some touchdowns there. He looks really solid there and stuff like that. And plus also the Bills defense there with Von Miller who can actually mostly pressure them and stuff like that for it. Mostly for the Lions there, they just don't look that great there. Even if they did put some upsets from some teams a couple weeks ago, I just don't really see the Lions doing too much against the Bills. So the Bills here went over the Lions. That's it for the 10:30 game. So let's move on to 2:30 Mountain Time, Prime Time, Fox. We got the New York Giants at the Dallas Cowboys. Going with the Giants here to win. I think the Giants have a little bit more advantage here over the Cowboys. Cowboys don't look 100% this great. They look pretty off sync there. But this game is going to be I think this game is going to be really like a massive close game. I think this might be the game of the week. Technically, I think the Giants there, they look really solid there. They can actually go down the field and actually score there. They look pretty solid. Same with the Cowboys there. They look really solid there with Dak Prescott there, who can actually also score. But this game is going to be massively close here. But I think this game is going to be technically a back and forth game and stuff. So I am going to go with the Giants here to win, but this game is going to be massively close. And I won't be surprised if the Cowboys win. That's it for the 2:30 games. So we'll move on to Sunday Night Football, 6:20 Mountain Time, Primetime, NBC. We got the New England Patriots at the Minnesota Vikings. Going with the Vikings here to win. The Vikings look really solid there. They can actually go down the field there with Kirk Cousins there. Kirk Cousins doesn't play pretty well on prime time there. He doesn't really play well on prime time there and stuff. But I think he can get it done against the Patriots. The Patriots there do not look 100% this great. They look pretty off sync there. They can't get nothing going there. They just look pretty bad overall there. But I'm gonna say the Vikings can pull it out here and win this one. I think they're pretty pissed off from losing last week there, and I think they're gonna try to bounce back here and try to win here against the Vikings here. So I'm gonna go with the Vikings here to win over the Patriots. So that's it for the Thanksgiving game. So we'll move on to Sunday, November 27th, 11 o'clock Mountain Time. First on the 11 o'clock games. We got the Tampa Bucks at the Cleveland Browns. Going the Bucks here to win. I think the Bucks, I'm going to say no contest. Bucks should win this game easily against the Browns. The Bucks look really solid there with Tom Brady, who can actually go down the field there. He can actually, he looks really solid there with Tom Brady there. Tom Brady looks really solid there and stuff. He looks pretty good. I think Tom Brady can actually do a lot of damage here and actually getting some more points here and stuff like that for it. For the Browns there, they just look like a really hot mess. They just can't get nothing going. For the last couple weeks, they've been really bad, and they've just not been showing too much what they're going to do and stuff like that for it. So I'm going to go with the Bucks here to win. I think the Bucks have a little bit more advantage over the Browns. Next game. Okay. Next game we have the Houston Texans at the Miami Dolphins. I'm going to say no contest here. Going with the Dolphins here to win. The Dolphins look really solid there. They can actually go down the field and actually score there. They do have Tyreek Hill, who honestly is a powerhouse of a player there, who can actually score there and stuff. Plus their defense there looks really solid there. Their defense looks really solid with Bradley Chubb there, who actually can mostly disrupt passes and stuff like that for it. So they just look really good there and stuff like that. For the Texans, they look like fucking shit. They look like shit. Honestly, they look like shit. They can't get nothing going. They look really bad there. They just totally look like they're totally off sync every week and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go with the I'm gonna say no contest. Dolphins should win this game easily. So I'm gonna go with the Dolphins here win over the Texans. Next game, we got the Chicago Bears at the New York Jets. I'm going to go with the Jets here to win. I think the Jets actually have a little bit more advantage here, even if Zach Wilson is not even playing this game there. The Jets have been falling off a little bit for the last couple weeks there and stuff like that. But I think they can get it done against the Bears. The Bears just don't look that great. Even people saying like, oh yeah, I just don't see the Bears doing too much well. I just don't see them doing too much well in that stuff. They just kind of look totally off sync there every time the game is going on. They just kind of look pretty off sync there, and they just can't get nothing going there and stuff. For the Jets there, they just look really more solid. They look more powerful there, even if they don't have their running back there and stuff. I think it's just don't look that great for them and stuff. Mostly, I think I'm gonna go with the Jets here. I just don't really trust the Bears in this game here. I just don't really trust the Bears in this game here at all. So I'm gonna go with the Jets here win over the Bears. Next game, we got the Atlanta Falcons at the Washington Commanders. This is honestly a shit bowl game. So I'm going to go with the Commanders here to win. I think the Commanders look a little bit more solid there. They look much better there. They can get stuff going there and stuff like that. For the Falcons, they just look pretty awful there. They can't get nothing going there and stuff. Same with the Commanders, but I think the Commanders actually has a little bit more looks a little bit more better there, and they're actually starting to win some ball games there and stuff like that. So, but I can't really say too much about this game. So I'm gonna go with the Commanders here to win over the Falcons. Next game, we have my Denver Broncos at the Carolina Panthers. I'm going to go with my Broncos. I'm going to go with my Broncos here to win. Reason why there, I think our defense there looks really solid there. They're mostly like a stacked. Our defense is mostly stacked there, who can actually do a lot of stuff there and stuff like that. Russell Wilson there. Even a lot of people always makes fun of him every time we lose the games there. I think he can get it done there. The way he played last week there, he looked really good against the haters there. Russell Wilson did look really good against the haters, even if we lost that game there. He looked really good there, and he kind of looked like he was more in sync there. He looked much better there. He just looked a lot more in sync there and stuff like that. Even if we lost that game there in an overtime loss, mostly caused by our defense there. Defense kind of gave it up in the last play last week. I think we're technically gonna bounce back here and try to do something here and stuff like that with our wide receivers and stuff. We did got rid of Melvin Gordon, so technically the guy we got from the Saints there mostly might start in this game here and stuff like that against it. For the Panthers there, they just look awful. They technically look off sync there. I just don't see the Panthers doing too much there against the Broncos. I think the Broncos might actually have a little bit more advantage there, but this game might be a low-scoring game there. But I'm going to say my Broncos can pull it out here and win this one against the Panthers. Next game, we have the Baltimore Ravens at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Going with the Jags here to win. I think the Jags. Or no, I'm not going to go with the Jags. What I'm thinking. I'm going with the Ravens here to win. I'm going to say no contest. Ravens should win this game easily against the Jags. Jags there look really bad. They look pretty much off sync there. They just can't get nothing going there. They look really bad there and stuff like that for it. For the Ravens there, they look really solid. They can go down the field and score there. Technically, the Ravens actually have a little bit more advantage here. I think the Ravens actually have a little bit of an advantage here over the Cardinals or over the Jags. The Jags just don't look that great. They just don't look that great there at all. They look pretty off sync there. They just can't get nothing going there at all. So I'm gonna go with the Ravens here to win. I think the Ravens have a little bit of advantage over the Jaguars. The Jaguars just don't look that great. They look awful. They tend to look off sync there. So I'm gonna go with the Ravens here win over the Jags. That's it for the 11 o'clock game, so we'll move on to the 2:05 games, Mountain Time. First on the 2:05, we got the LA Chargers at the Arizona Cardinals. Going with the Cardinals here to win. The Cardinals they're going to try to bounce back from losing last week there against the Niners. They are going to try to bounce last week against losing against the Niners there. Niners look a little bit more solid there. They technically look, or not Niners, but Cardinals look much better there. They actually kept up with the Niners last week and actually tried to compete with them and stuff. They look really better. For the Chargers there, I just don't really trust Justin Herbert with that rib injury there. That rib injury is still affecting him in this game here. Mostly Justin Herbert had not been playing that great since he had that rib injury. He's not been playing that great since he had that rib injury there, and he's just not been looking too sharp there and stuff like that for it. So I'm going to say Cardinals can. I'm going to pick up the upset here and say Cardinals might pull it out here, win this one against the Chargers. Next game, we got the Las Vegas Raiders at the Seattle Seahawks. I'm gonna say no contest here. Seahawks should win this game easily against the Haters. Haters look like a hot mess there. They can't get nothing going. Even if they did beat our team last week, even they beat my team last week there, and we couldn't do too much there and stuff like that for it. I just don't really see them doing too much here against the Seahawks here. The Seahawks look more vicious here. They might want to try to do it there. Mostly the Seahawks look really mostly like a tough team there. Mostly they're running. They just look a much better team, and mostly actually scoring some touchdowns there and stuff like that. I just don't really trust Geno Smith in this game here. I just don't really trust him at all. But I think the Seahawks can get it done against the Haters. That's it for that game. So we'll move on to the 2:25 games, Mountain Time. First on the 2:25, we got the LA Rams at the Kansas City Chiefs. Going with the Rams, I'm going to pick up another upset here and go with the Rams here to win. The Rams look a little bit better there. They almost like put Tom Brady there. They can get teams there who honestly are pretty good there and actually almost like technically upsetting them there and stuff like that with Tom Brady. They almost did that against Tom Brady there. They almost won against Tom Brady there, who they almost beat and stuff like that for it. For the Chiefs there, they look really solid there with Patrick Mahomes, but technically Mahomes there, I just don't really see Mahomes doing too that well with their running game. Their running game looks really bad there. Mostly their running game looks pretty bad, or not really bad there. They just can't get nothing going too much there. Their defense is not that great against the running game there, so I think that the Rams are going to try to run a lot in this game here, but This game might be pretty close, but I'm going to say Rams can pull it out and win this one against the Chiefs. Next game, we got the New Orleans Saints at the San Francisco 49ers. Going with the Niners here to win. I think the Niners have a little bit more advantage here with Geno Smith there. Garofalo. Garofalo can actually go down to the field and actually score there. They do have Christian McCaffrey there, who can actually mostly can act like a quarterback sometimes there, but he is a pretty solid running back there who can actually score a lot of touchdowns there and stuff like that. For the Saints there, I just don't really see the Saints doing too much against the Niners. I just don't really see them doing that much against the Niners. Niners just don't look that great there. They kind of are not Niners. The Saints don't look that great there. They just kind of look really sloppy there. They just can't get nothing 100% going there. They're technically looking pretty off sync there. So I'm going to go with the Chiefs here, went over the Niners. Or not Chiefs. I'm going to go with the Niners over the Saints. I'm just going all over today. That's it for the 2:30 games. So I'm on to Sunday Night Football, 6:20 Mountain Time, primetime NBC. We got the Green Bay Packers at the Philadelphia Eagles. Going with the Eagles here to win. I'm going to say no contest. Eagles should win this game easily. The Packers there look awful there. So mostly the Packers look really awful there. They just can't get nothing going. They technically look really bad against the Titans last week. They technically got smashed by the Titans. Even if they had one good game against the Cowboys there, I just don't really see the Packers doing too much there against the Eagles. The Eagles look really strong there. They look like a much better team there overall. They look super good there and stuff like that. For the Packers, they're trying to find themselves. They're trying to find themselves and stuff like that. They just can't get nothing going. They just look really off sync there. Rodgers looks like he's pretty much done with the lead there. So I'm gonna say Eagles can pull it out here and win this one against the Packers. That's it for the Sunday game. So I'm on to Monday Night Football, November 28th. 6:15 Mountain Time, primetime NBC. Primetime ESPN. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Indianapolis Colts. Going with the this game's a who cares game, but I'm going to go with the Colts here win. I think the Colts actually have a little bit more advantage over the Pitt Steelers. They're technically still lost without Ben Roethlisberger, so they're technically still lost without him and stuff like that. For the Colts there, they might look a little bit more better there, even if they looked okay and they look a little bit more better there. But I just don't really see too much of the Colts there. But I'm going to say this game is going to be a pretty low-scoring game. I'm going to say the Colts can pull it out here and win this one. The Colts look a little bit more solid there, and the Steelers. So, yep, that's pretty much it. Comment, rate, and sponsor to the Bears. We like the videos. Please subscribe. Hit the notification so you uploads. Comment, sponsor to the Bears. Like, carry out. Have your peace.